Hey, what's up, guys? Came here from Team Bacon Strips with another, fuck it. Hey, what's up, guys? Cameron here from Team Bacon Strips with another deck engines video. Today we're going to be discussing the Blackwing deck engine. It's actually a deck engine I've wanted to discuss for a long time. I just haven't gotten around to doing it because, we got rid of a lot of our Blackwing stuff, but we got it back now because that's the deck I'm playing because Konami fucking hates me. They like to ban my shit or limit it. Anyway, so we're discussing the Blackwing deck engine today. We're going to do this like we do every deck engines video. We go over the main engine itself, and then we discuss supporting cards. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We got Shura. Shura is probably like the main Blackwing card for Blackwings because it gets field presence. It's an 1800 beater. That's really it, and you run 3 of those. Bora like is everybody's favorite because it's a 1700 beater. It's not my favorite, but he's everybody's favorite because he's a 1700 beater. You can special summon him when there's another Blackwing on the field, and he also pierces. One more thing about Shura. Shura can only get Blackwing monsters from your deck that have 1500 or less attack. Then there's Zephyros the Elite, which is my favorite Blackwing, just because I really like the art and his effects really cool. But he's a 1600 beater, 4-star, and when he's in the graveyard, you can return 1 face-up card on your side of the field to your hand, and then you take 400 damage to special summon this guy from the graveyard. So you can return like Dead Call of the Haunted, Dead Fiendish Chains. You can go summon Bora, return him to your hand, special summon Zephyros, then special summon the Bora from your hand. You can go attack over a monster with Shura, get Gale, return Gale to your hand, special summon the Bora, special summon Zephyros, then special summon the Gale, and that way you'll be able to use Gale's effect, because Shura negates effects. But yeah, he's really good. You can, and if you run Fiendish Chains, you can reuse your dead Fiendish Chains. Say if your opponent exceeded with the monster. Then there's Blizzard. Blizzard, he allows you to reuse your level 4s in your grave. You can also reuse Zephyros' effect, because you can only use Zephyros' effect once per duel. Because you can, Blizzard's basically like a junk Synchron for Blackwings. You summon him, and you special summon a Blackwing monster from your graveyard that's 4 stars or less, and you special summon them in defense. So basically you just summon a level 4 or level 3, and then you can sync her for level 5 or 6. You can also summon Gale, reuse Gale's effect. You can summon Shura, and leave Shura, and I guess potentially reuse it next turn if it's not dead. But yeah. Blizzard's really awesome. It's a 2-star tuner. Also, Blizzard cannot be special summoned. Forgot to mention that. Then there's the main Blackwing card that really makes Blackwings what they are. Gale the Whirlwind. Gale has a Bora effect. When there's another Blackwing on your side of the field, you can special summon it from your hand. Also, he can permanently half the attack of a monster on your opponent's side of the field, until it's destroyed. But it permanently halves it until it leaves the field. So, he's a 3-star tuner, so typically what I like to do is I save my Gale for late game, just because he's a really valuable card in the deck, and you don't want to waste him first turn. Typically something I'll do is I'll summon Shura, special summon Gale, after boss monster's attack, run it over Shura, get Shura's effect, sync her for like 7 or whatever I got with Shura. So yeah, he's a really valuable card of the deck. Then there's Kalut. Kalut's like an Honest for Blackwings, except the monster gains 1400 attack during the damage step, and unlike Honest where it gains the attack of the attacking monster. Basically, what makes him so good at Blackwings is the fact that you can search out Gale really fucking easy. You can also get him with Shura's effect and bounce him back to your hand to special summon the Zephyros. So as you can see, Zephyros is like a really important card in this deck. What else? That really does it for Kalut. But yeah, I guess the main thing is you can also use them with Shura a lot too. That's another thing. Then there's Bayou. Bayou's like typically most Blackwing decks only run 1 Bayou. I know I only like 1 Bayou in my deck. But like basically Bayou, you can get him out with Shura. Shura will negate his effect, because Bayou's effect is that you can't synchro with it when it's face up on the field, but it is a 1-star tuner. But Shura will actually negate Bayou's effect, so you can synchro with it face up if you do it with Shura. But you can remove from play this card and another Blackwing monster in your side of in your graveyard, and synchro that way, but it has to like equal up to the amount of stars for the monster you're synchroing for. So typically the reason I only run one Bayou is because normally I'll do Shura and get the Bayou and the synchro for 5, and then like late game I'll banish the Bayou and Armor Master to synchro for Silverwind just to make a big 2800 beater, because usually late game a 2800 beater is typically kind of hard to get over. In Silverwind the Ascendant, he's a 2800 beater, so yep. Then there's like the main spell card of the deck, Black Whirlwind. Black Whirlwind basically, when you normal summon a Blackwing monster, it has to be a normal summon, you can search out any Blackwing monster in your deck that has less attack than that monster. So if I were to summon Shura, I can search out any Blackwing monster that has less attack than that. So normally I'll go like summon Shura with Whirlwind on the field, summon Shura, get out Kalud, and then I'll just like go off with Shura. That's typically what I do though. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the main deck engine. A card that I did not add in here because it's not really viable in this format, although some people do play it, is Cerico. I don't really like Cerico. The only deck I really think Cerico's needed is Bayou Turbo, but Bayou Turbo's really not as viable in this format. So, alright, these are more support cards for the deck. So we'll run through these. One card that I think should be pretty much main decked in every Blackwing deck that is not Bayou Turbo is Thunder King Ryu. Just because Blackwings don't really have the oomph they used to, so Thunder King really does help out with stalling for a couple of turns to help you build up a hand so you can go off next turn. Another thing is it prevents your opponent from adding cards to your hand, and it can also get rid of like just first turn shitstorms, I guess. And it can also force your opponent to like use Dark Hole and shit like that. Shit you don't want on the field first, or shit you don't want your opponent to have in their hand. Another card is Dark Arm Dragon. Because a lot of the Blackwing monsters are dark, actually all the Blackwing monsters are dark, it's really easy to control your graveyard with Blackwings with cards like Cerico, not Cerico, Blizzard and Bayou, so it's really easy to like maintain a graveyard. So you can go Dark Arm a lot in this deck. And oftentimes what I end up doing with Dark Arm is I'll summon him and like bait out their bottomless or whatever, and then I'll just start summoning Blackwing monsters like and just completely fucking rape. Then there's Icarus Attack. A lot of people run 3. I personally only prefer 2, but Icarus Attack, you contribute a Winged Beast monster to destroy 2 cards on the field. So you can do stuff like with attack with Shura, get Bayou, tribute to Bayou with Icarus Attack, pop 2 cards, stuff like that. And there's Mind Control. Mind Control is really like a staple in every deck, but it's really good in Blackwings because you can take control of a level 4, and then take your level 4 and then exceed into a rank 4, like Utopia or Roach. You can also synchro with the monster they got on their side of the field. A couple of cards I did not have, which is why they're not in the video, is Fat Baylor Max C, but a lot of Blackwing decks run Fat Baylor Max C nowadays. Then there's Synchro. You got Blackwing Armwing and Blackwing Armmaster, are like the main synchros of the deck. There's also Silverwind the Ascendant, but I'll put him out here, but really the only way you make him is with Bayou, so we won't discuss him. But Armwing, it gains 500 attack when it attacks a defense position monster, so it'll put up at 28 and it pierces. Armor Master, he can't be destroyed by battle, and battles involving him, you take no battle damage. Also, if he attacks a monster or is attacked, you can put a wedge counter on that monster, and you can remove the wedge counter to have that monster have 0 attacks, and you can run it over with Armor Master. In Silverwind, really all he is a target for Value. Typically it takes a tuner, a Blackwing tuner plus 2 or non-tuner monsters, and he's a level 8. So he's not really as good with Blackwings. The only reason I run him is because if there's an Armor Master and a Bayou in my graveyard late game, I can just remove them to put out a 2800 meter and either force out a back row or force out a card in their hand they don't want, because it's a 2800 meter late game, and that's really hard to get over for most decks. and you know, other decks that like, oh, okay, there's 2,800 beat on the hand, on the field, I'll just fucking get rid of an extra, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so a lot of decks have problems with getting over that kind of stuff. But yeah, guys, it's just a deck engine. Blackwings are very, well, I wouldn't say underplayed, because a lot of people play them because they're really easy to make. But they're not as good as they used to be. I like them. I don't want to run them this coming up format, but I really have nothing else I can play. I might be making Kara Curry, I don't know. But yeah, guys, so this is the Blackwing deck engine. I hope I helped some people out with this video. If there's anything I failed to mention in the video, feel free to add that into it. I always appreciate that. And you know what, thanks for watching, guys.